Shelley Walker has shown appreciation by the Young People's Theater and community in their last production of the season, and a longhorn tick has been found in Polk County. That and more are all coming your way on your Wednesday edition of Live at 5, brought to you by Richmond CC. Richmond County's nightly news starts right now. A month has passed since the Richmond Community Theater's final production of the spring-summer season, but appreciation for its director remains. By all accounts, the last show of fiscal year 2017-18 played to a packed house. On the evening of Friday, June 29th, parking anywhere within a block of the venue was jammed as the Young People's Theater put on its production of Fractured Fairy Tales. This was the last community theater presentation to be made under the direction of Shelley Walker, at least as full-time director. After the show, audience members expressed their appreciation for Miss Walker, as well as the level of entertainment quality and precision of the flow of the play's action. It remains unclear as to exactly how the production of future programs will be facilitated. Funding limitations necessitated the termination of the position of full-time director of theater productions, but it was obvious that Walker's work was greatly appreciated. A surprise presentation of a bouquet of roses, supplemented with a heartfelt thank you speech read by one of the players, evidenced the effect that her 7 years of work at the theater had on those who spent time with her, either as players, assistants, and or members of the audience, in association with the multiple productions that she's orchestrated. A new species of tick has found its way to North Carolina. Recent tick surveys sent to the United States Department of Agriculture found the longhorn tick on a possum in Polk County. The tick had been previously identified in Arkansas, New Jersey, Virginia, and West Virginia. The longhorn tick is an exotic East Asian tick, and prior to its identification last fall in New Jersey, the longhorn tick was not typically found in the United States. It is a serious pest of livestock in its native regions, and the means of introduction into the U.S. is unknown. Its presence here in North Carolina signals the need among livestock producers and residents for greater awareness, surveillance, and tick control management. It is an aggressive biter and frequently builds intense infestations on animals, causing great stress, reduced growth and production, and blood loss. The tick can reproduce without a male, and a single-fed female tick can create a localized population. While the longhorn tick has not been linked to any human infections in the U.S., the NC Division of Public Health is working with NCDA and CS to understand its distribution and monitor for diseases it may carry. When we return, rain continues to shower over the Live at 5 weather report. Is coming up right after the break, so stay tuned.
Hi, this is Christina with Richmond County Hospice. I'm with Julie and Holly, and we're here to talk about how wonderful Hayden Construction was during our recent pipe bursting and flooding in our building.
In 10 to 15 minutes they were here, and they were already starting to work vacuuming up the water, trying to figure out where all the damage was, what all they needed to do.
They were so quick to get on the scene. They were here before I even arrived, and it was just reassuring to have them come in and take control.
We are so thankful that they were here to help us that day.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is all about rustic home decor and gifts. You will always find a variety of unique antiques, vintage, and new items in our shop. Come and see our selection of housewarming, new baby, and wedding gifts. For the man in your life, we have many collectibles, Boker knives, and leather. And ladies love the jewelry, purses, candles, hats, and t-shirts. We also offer a 30-day layaway program. Come and experience shopping at Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. From business to education, engineering, utilities, healthcare, criminal justice, information technology, and human services. At Richmond Community College, we can save you thousands of dollars on tuition through our university transfer programs that provide a seamless transition to universities and colleges throughout North Carolina. At Richmond Community College, we are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening and online courses, and you can now complete 5 curriculum programs entirely online. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College. Local college, big impact.
Today's Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by Exit Realty. And once again, another day of rain expected for tomorrow. But taking a look at the map on the eastern side of the state down in Wilmington, a high of 83 for tomorrow. A thunderstorm right above that, as you can see the little cloud there. High of 84 in New Bern, high of 86 in Greenville. So expect rain on that side of the state. Moving towards the Sand Hills area, high of 82 in Southern Pines, a high of 84 in Laurinburg, a high of 81 right here in Rockingham. As you can see, expect rain here in this area tomorrow. Now, moving towards the western part of the state in Charlotte, you can expect a high of 80 there, a high of 79 in both Greensboro and Hickory. And guess what? Rain expected on that side of the state as well. So make sure to keep your umbrella ready and in your car for tomorrow, because it could be anywhere from in the morning to tomorrow night when we're expecting some rain clouds. Now, taking a look at the 5-day weather forecast for tomorrow, as I just mentioned, a high of 81 right here in Richmond County with a low of 72 and an 80% chance of rain. So I know Plaza Jam is supposed to be happening tomorrow. Could be a chance where it holds off before or after, so Plaza Jam can still go on, but keep that in mind. I'm sure that the officials here in Rockingham will let you know about that. Moving into the weekend, though, for Friday, a 70% chance of rain that day with a high of 79 and a low of 72. As we move into the weekend on Saturday, a 50% chance of rain that day with a high of 82 and a low of 72. Temperature's going to rise a little bit as we get towards the end of the weekend on Sunday with a high of 89 and a low of 71, but still a 50% chance of rain that day. The percentage is going to go down just a little bit on Monday as we get into next week with a 40% chance on Monday, high of 89, low of 72. So, next few days, the temperature is going to be a little cooler, but of course, as I've mentioned before, once we get these afternoon showers, you can expect the humidity to rise up a little bit after that's done. And that's going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report. And when we return, Richmond football players are getting hands-on at Richmond Stadium facelift ahead of the 2018 season. It's coming up right after the break.
Exit Realty Platinum in Rockingham has listed one of the most beautiful homes in Richmond County. Located in Rockingham on Ledbetter Lake, the home features 4 bedrooms with bamboo floors and a kitchen featuring stainless steel appliances and granite countertops, and a master bedroom that overlooks Ledbetter Lake, along with a spacious tile shower and the attached master bathroom. The open living space leads to the back deck with a perfect view of Ledbetter Lake, and the property features its own boat dock. Want to see this beautiful home? Call Nicole Hayden with Exit Realty Platinum, your source for homes in Richmond and Moore counties.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
Hello, I'm Tammy Benson, and this is Nancy Bowling. And we're here to tell you about the wonderful service at hospice and what they have to bring, from the nursing services to the medical director, to in-home aides, to a chaplain, to bereavement, to everything you can imagine. They were there to take care of it. I cannot think of how the experience with hospice could have been any better professionally, spiritually.
Anyone who has driven past Richmond Senior High School's campus this summer, and more specifically Raider Stadium, may have noticed some major changes going on. Thanks to a $200,000 grant awarded to the program last July by State Representative Ken Goodman, the 46-year-old stadium is getting a complete facelift ahead of the 2018 season. While the field surface itself is in near immaculate shape year-round, many of the facilities and amenities are getting a total overhaul. Many of the renovations are cosmetic, and the major one has been the repainting of areas around the field from forest green to Kelly green, which is of course Richmond's official color. Other major additions to the stadium are brand new college regulation goalposts and freshly planted hedgerows along the trademark hillsides that bookend the bleachers. And for second-year head coach Brian Till, who has molded himself into the pulse of the Raider football program in just one season, the updates are far more than sprucing up the place. For him, it's personal, and more so for Till and his players. The fresh paint and new facilities bring a strong sense of revitalization and renewal of life to a once and still proud Richmond football history. In terms of getting his players and coaches involved in the upkeep of the stadium, Till used the final week of summer workouts as an opportunity to embrace Richmond's illustrious winning culture. Tying together physical conditioning and a little bit of elbow grease, players spent last Thursday cleaning nearly 24 signs around the stadium. In the future, remaining funds from the grant will go towards updating the home press box, as well as make some changes in the G.R. Kinley Fieldhouse on the west end of the stadium. Till hopes the renovations in the press box will allow for more space and address the needs of radio broadcasts, public address announcers, coaches, and special guests visiting home games. And that's going to do it for today's edition of Live at 5, and if you haven't already, be sure to download the Richmond Observer app for your iPhone and Android devices. For all the latest news here in Richmond County, you can visit richmondobserver.com. And for all you early birds, be sure to tune in to Good Morning Sandhills Monday through Friday between 6:30 and 8:30 a.m. So thanks for watching Live at 5, and have a good night, Richmond County.